I think Rotten Tomatoes kind of has a mixed reputation. There's always this battle between, there's a battle on Rotten Tomatoes between, well, you know, uh, the critics are lame, or this is whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Fine. I actually personally always prefer the audience score. The audience score seems more honest. I do like, though, that the critics score will often like highlight a movie that may not get as much attention. But Rotten Tomatoes just did a little article here, all Godzilla movies ranked. And what's weird is how much I agree with it. I'm kind of shocked. We're going to go through it really quickly.
By the way, how long ago was the premiere of Godzilla? How many years was that?
Well, it was 1954, so that's what?
Yeah. So the original Godzilla movie premiered 69 years ago today.
Wait, could you say that again?
The original Godzilla movie premiered 69 years ago today.
Got to get that in, don't you? Here's all the Godzilla movies ranked according to Rotten Tomatoes. I assume they're going by critic score. Again, my preference, but both should be represented. I think it's okay. I love diversity of opinion. Let's hear it. Give me, and the critic score can sometimes work for a movie that's like a little thing that no one's heard of, not a lot of audience has seen. But when it comes to mainstream, I tend to go with what the audience thinks more and more. But let's go. We're going to see how much we agree with this here. Interesting. So I'm looking up Carol Dota topless at the Condor, and an ad pops up. Wouldn't you know it? It's actually in theaters in select cities. So let's go. Number one at 98% is Godzilla -1. Well, there you go. No one should be shocked by that. Number two, and I mean, it is the best Godzilla movie ever made. Mm-hmm. It's got all the 100%. Pathos, human characters you care about, the best special effects for any Godzilla movie, including US and Japanese versions. Godzilla -1, 98%. Fantastic. The original 1954 Godzilla is at 94%. At number two, I actually would agree with that. Now you can debate about the Raymond Burr version, the original without Raymond Burr. Alan, any thoughts on this?
I mean, are the differences between the two that vast? I don't think so.
They're vast. They are vast.
Are they? Okay.
The original without Raymond Burr. The original without Raymond Burr is better. So there you go. Shin Godzilla. Kind of am agreeing on this one. Shin Godzilla, the 2016 film, Japanese, 86%. That's number 3. At number 4, Godzilla versus Kong. This is the US version from 2021. 76%. Also at 76% at number 5 is the Godzilla movie directed by Gareth Edwards, 2014 Godzilla at number 5. Number 6, Godzilla versus Destroya, 1995. That's 100%. See, I just think that needs more reviews. There's no way Godzilla versus Destroya is 100%.
I bet it has 3 reviews on it.
Now, some movies that I loved, but I feel like the scale, you kind of have to almost change your scale. Mothra versus Godzilla 1964 is at 92% at number 7. Someone actually editorialized the rankings. I'm not disagreeing with most of this. I think like the top 3 I agree with. The others, debatable. Number 8, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 1974 version. Godzilla King of the Monsters 1956 stands at number 9, 83%. And Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2, the 1993 version, is at number 10 at 83%. I want to go through some of these, though. That's number 10, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. Destroy All Monsters, 1968. This is one of my, when I was a kid, this was one of my all-time favorites, was Destroy All Monsters. Why? All of the monsters were in this movie. So up until Destroy All Monsters, whenever that was on, it's like it's the Avengers Endgame of Toho Godzilla movies, because Ghidorah's in it, Rodan, Mothra, Minya, Gojira, so many others. Gorosaurus. There's a monster called Gorosaurus. Okay. Many of the kaiju. Destroy All Monsters at number 11. 82% on Rotten Tomatoes. Godzilla Tokyo SOS 2003, 80%. I recently saw that in a theater last year. They brought it in re-release, and it was very good. Godzilla and Mothra: The Battle for Earth, number 13. That's the 1992 version. Ghidorah, the three-headed monster from 1965, 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, number 14 on the list. Godzilla: Planet of the Monsters stands from 2017, stands at number 15. That's an anime. So there you go. Godzilla versus Biollante, number 16, 71%. Godzilla versus Gigan, not a favorite of mine. I feel like that's when it was getting a little ridiculous for me. 67% on Rotten Tomatoes, number 17 on this list. One of my favorites is now I haven't seen yet. One of my favorites I haven't seen. This is a little taste of retro reviews, folks. Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters, All Out Attack from 2001 at number 18, 65%. Now, when I was a kid, this was called Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. They've since changed it to Godzilla versus Hedorah from 1971. I saw that movie in a theater when I was a wee child and loved it. Godzilla Raids Again from 1955, 64% Rotten Tomatoes, number 20 on this list. Still haven't seen one of my all-time favorites, Son of Godzilla, 1967, 63% Rotten Tomatoes, number 21. Godzilla versus Mega. I could go through all of these. We'll put the link in the description. I want to find my favorites. The Godzilla 2000 is sort of earned the number 25 spot. I think it could be probably lower. I don't know.
Probably.
No, excuse me. That's the Japanese one. My apologies. Got it mixed up with a different one. Godzilla versus the Sea Monster, number 27. No. I love that from the 1966 Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. I think you almost need to like rank them by eras.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. I'll give you a little bit of insight on this, but I'm looking at some of these titles. The critics' reviews they're ranging from 8 to 11 reviews, while the audience scores are ranking past 5,000 ratings.
Yeah, so that's just listen to the audience. Don't listen to the critics.
Yeah. So most of his lists, I think they're doing kind of a compilation of the two reviews, and so that's what you're getting here. But yeah, these films, at least from a critic's side, there's not a lot of critic reviews for these films.
Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, 1991, number 28, 56%. The original 1962 King Kong versus Godzilla, 52% Rotten Tomatoes, number 29 on this list. Final Wars, Godzilla Final Wars, number 30. And one of my favorite from when I was a kid from 1965, Invasion of the Astro Monster, sometimes called Monster Zero or Godzilla versus Monster Zero. This is with Glenn. Nick Adams is in this film. Akira Takarada. Love this movie. Ishiro Honda directed this. It had those the denizens, the inhabitants of Planet X, kind of dressed in these punk rock outfits. They have like Devo punk rock sunglasses. I loved Invasion of the Astro Monster. It's been under many different titles. It's number 31 on this list, only 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. I call BS. One of my all-time favorites from the production design. The score is Chef's Kiss. Get the Criterion Edition version. It even says critics consensus, no consensus yet. But that movie is fantastic.
We're talking about Invasion of Astro Monster?
Invasion of the Astro Monster. And it stars Kumi Mizuno. Look her up. Kumi Mizuno is did I get that right? No. I'm got to get this correct here, folks. If we're going to discuss
I'll say this, that one 8 reviews, that gives it the 50% remark there, but audience is at 69 or 63.
Wait. What did you say, Alan? Accidentally?
The audience is at 69. Oops, no, I meant 63.
Oh my God. And also many of the Godzilla films starred a woman. This is from Gojipedia. I'll put the link in the description. Kumi Mizuno is an actress. She was born in 1937. She starred in many she was in War of the Gargantuas. She's in Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. She's in Attack of the Mushroom People. This is Kumi Mizuno. I had such a crush on Kumi Mizuno when I was a kid. This is her in the wow. I had such a crush on Kumi Mizuno when I was a kid. That outfit that she wore. What am I doing here? Make it so you can see it. Someone should make a documentary about her. She was fantastic. But she was in Invasion. She was in Invasion of the Astro Monster, which turns out to be obviously King Ghidorah. So we'll put the link in the description. It's Godzilla.fandom.com has a wiki of everything Godzilla. We will put that link in the description, and there you go.
By the way, where did 98 Godzilla ultimately wind up?
Oh my God, let's look at that list. I'm so glad you brought that up, Alan. Thank you so much. I almost forgot. That's one of my least favorite Godzilla movies of all time.
Yes.
The 98
and Rotten Tomatoes reflects that too.
The 1998 Godzilla is at 20%, well deserved, with Matthew Broderick. No disrespect to Matthew. They're at number 37 on the list, and there's only one below it. Godzilla against Mega Godzilla is at number 38. Yeah, at the very bottom, you've got from Godzilla -1 at number 1 to number 37, Godzilla 1998, the American Godzilla, which is awful, objectively awful.